Hello there everyone, so welcome to another episode of me playing some weaker characters with weaker builds. And in this episode it's going to be a bit of a different one, because I am doing a voiceover for it. This was a random match that I just happened to record, and I didn't talk over it because I wasn't talking, I didn't feel like talking. But I decided, let's actually make this a video, and it's on Espeon with stored power and future sight. So hopefully you enjoy. I'm going to do a voiceover. Tell me if you like this or not. The build I am using was on screen, but it will also be in the description if you guys did not see it or you want to see it in writing. It will be down there. And one change I actually wanted to discuss, not really a change, but one topic I wanted to bring up with this, is actually naming this series. The series has gone on for a good few episodes. I think this is episode like 11 or 12, something like that. And I actually wanted to give it a name. So the name I was thinking of was Pokemon Unite Hidden Gems. The reason why is because, these are sort of weirder builds, no one really looks at them, and I thought they're sort of hidden gems, things that are there that people don't really look at. So, I don't know. Some of you guys like it. Maybe give me another name if you don't. And let's actually get into the gameplay. So as my starting moves on Espeon, we have Swift and Growl, and as you can see, I have a terrifying lane of Zacian, Comfey, and also we have a Mew, Venusaur, Blissey. This is probably one of the scariest teams you could ever face in the meta currently. But yeah, so you get Swift, which is I believe 3 stars, and they sort of fire in together on one area. And then Growl is the little projectile. It will hit whatever you target, and it will decrease the speed and do just a bit of damage. And we have a fight coming up here, and we will be winning it right there. Look at that. All 3 of them are gone. And we can fight that because we have evolved as Espeon. Espeon is pretty important to get. It evolves at level 4. You want to sort of evolve it as soon as possible. And that gives you access to your stored power. So what stored power does is it fires 5 projectiles. These projectiles you get back periodically. I don't know how long it takes exactly, but they'll come back after a bit, one at a time. And you can fire them, and it gives you a little speed boost, which helps you run away, reposition. And these 5 shots will fire at anything within your attack range. Now, the sad thing with this is they are sort of random. I don't know what makes them exactly target what you want. So that is the downside of the move, but that's why you have to try and hit level 6 pretty fast, and Zacian Comfey will try and engage on us, but luckily, we are decently strong, and we do win that fight. Unfortunately, we lose the Trevenant, but I have to run here because I don't want to fight that too much. So I eject Button away, but, unfortunately, we'll go down. I almost got him, though, which, shows the power of this build just a bit. But yeah, you want to get Future Sight as soon as possible. Future Sight is super, super important. This is because when you Future Sight something, they actually get marked. This mark makes all of your attacks lock on to that enemy that's marked. So I'm going to Future Sight the Zacian there, and when I store power, it's actually going to target onto the Zacian if the Zacian is in my range. As you can see, all the shots target onto the Bunnelby. So what you do is you Future Sight something and then you store power. Pretty basic combo, nothing too hard. And also another benefit of Future Sight is you actually get Future Sight back sooner the more times you hit something marked with Future Sight. And one more feature of Future Sight is it actually has an execute to it too. If you don't know, an execute beats you if you reach a certain health range instantly, similar to like Greninja's Surf. Espeon has one of those. So what the execute range is it's 10%. So if an enemy has 10% health or lower and they get hit by Future Sight, they will go down instantly. And look at that power there. So one big benefit also of Future Sight has so many effects, but also if you defeat an enemy who is Future Sighted, they will reset your cooldown of whatever your other move is. So in this case, that would be Stored Power. And what Stored Powered Reset does, and the reset also has a short cooldown, it gives you like 10 seconds, or not 10 seconds, it gives you like 3 seconds, I think, to use it again. If not, then it's gone. And as you can see, it reset right there. I can go in, and what the reset does is it will heal you and fire out more shots, and like I said, instantly refund your cooldown of your move. And the whole part of this build is just sort of beat something. If Espeon gets one defeat, it is a very snowball-y character. What this means is just like if you roll a snowball down a hill, it slowly gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So when Espeon gets one defeat in any fight, it gets its reset, and then it can get another one, as you saw right there with, I believe, I don't remember what I beat first, but it was after that a Mew. It might have been a Blissey or Comfey, I don't remember. But I beat one of those, and then I got my reset, and then that allowed me to get the Mew, and the eject button obviously helps me going in to get those defeats. So here I'm going to try and reset, but the sad thing is you have to directly get the defeat. If you assist, it does not count. So you see me here, I'm just trying to get my one defeat, and it reset, but I don't have anything else to hit, so, you know, it's sort of wasted. But we're still going to continue on, rotate to the Regieleki that will be appearing in a couple moments with our team. And maybe I can show off another fun tool of Espeon, which is its special. Unfortunately, I don't have that here, but if I did, it would be a great time to use it. And I think I'm trying to get my reset. There you go, I got my reset, I think. Did I get the defeat there? Yeah, I did. So you see I instantly got my cooldown back, and I could use it and double hit on the Regieleki. And also heal up a bit. But I still don't have my special up. But Future Sight is great for trying to secure some objectives, and there's my reset once again. Just keep on resetting. That is what this build does, is you use your stored power and you just keep resetting. And now I have to reset back at base because I'm so low, and this build does go in quite a bit. So you need to make sure you have good positioning too. That's another big part of this build, is all of it is positioning. You don't just run in at the opponent sometimes. You have to know when you can go in, when you can't go in, and that's part of the fun of this build. I think this is the more fun build. Now obviously Psybeam and Psyshock are preferred, but the whole fun of this build is the fact it's all positioning based and just sort of being this carry Pokemon. Because Psybeam is better because it has a stun and it's just more damage, but this is a lot more build up. You're weaker, but then you can become stronger if you find your moment. That is why I love this build. I love this build way, way more than Psyshock, Psybeam, because it's just more fun. It's more skill based. It's so much harder to play, but it's enjoyable to play. And hopefully you guys enjoy too. Yes, I do generally think this is harder. I think Psybeam, Psyshock is a bit easier. It's still a bit hard because you do have to actually land your shots, but I think this one is harder in the way that you actually have to position yourself a bit more. And I do have special up here, and I'm going to try and look for a fight and a good moment to use it. And I haven't actually talked about what the special even does. So the special of Espeon is I can hold up anything in the area nearby, and they're all stunned while in the air, and then I can throw them to the side as another stun. So it's a two-part stun pretty much. It's pretty simple, nothing too weird, and eject button actually helps you get moments to go in. So you go in with your eject button and then you can stun things up in the air, or you can stun things up in the air and then eject button out. Similar to Blastoise's Unite move as well. Both of them work in a similar way. I also have to talk about the plus versions of Espeon's moves. So Store Power Plus deals more damage if the enemy is below 50% health, and Future Sight Plus will deal 10% more damage if an enemy is marked with Future Sight. Yep, we're going to refight here, and there's one defeat, so now I can't go in yet because I don't think they're close enough, and also I don't know if I actually got the reset because Future Sight has to be on them to reset. I did get the reset there, and I'm definitely looking to try and get it on the Mew and just go in, and they surrender. But yeah, so that was Store Power, Future Sight, Espeon. Like I said, a bit of a different style of video too, because this is with a voiceover, and I can't fully see what's actually on the screen. So if I made a couple mistakes, I'm sorry. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed, and I'm going to actually show you my end results here. 10 and 14, which was very nice and obvious. We thumbs up everyone there. That was a good game. Well played to everyone. And damage was 91,000, I believe. It's a little hard to see, but yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and goodbye.